Hello. Let me get comfortable. Hi. She's here, your Lord and Savior. I don't understand what's with David in sensing when I have a day off or when I have like things to do. And he's like, let me spew the most bullshit I can today. So Ada has to come I was gonna play Pillars of Eternity today. I was gonna chill. I bought that bookshelf just so I could buy books. I have a bunch of these are gifts, by the way. I look like a Christmas elf. And that shelf right here, like this one, it's inverted. This one is all Warhammer. These are art books. And these one are like, miscellaneous. That's the most important part of this stream. He keeps doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down, and I don't understand. He claimed, and I will read you the tweets because I do not understand this man. I don't understand what he thinks. Again, we live in a world of delusion. Yeah, I don't even know where to tackle this. I think we're gonna start with the tweets. I bookmarked a couple of them. And then we're gonna watch the VARA video, which I watched a little bit of it. And then I watched it, I think, in its entirety in Hypnotic's stream. We're gonna watch it here, comment on it. And I think he posted yet another video about grifters and whatever. Like calling out like Asmongold and Hypnotic, VARA, Melanie. Who else? Was everyone in the industry? Everyone. Oh, this one. Because he says... God! Someone like Dr. Dry Rap says, at this point, you might just have to move on. In all honesty, I agree with what you've said, but it's at a lost cause. Hypnotic, VARA, side-scrollers, grams, etc. trash. They use simply mushy-brained hearts of the world to boast their egos and to feel godlike. They're too thick-headed. And then my boy answers here. Oh, to be clear, like what is even the original tweet on that? He's been yapping. He's been absolutely yapping. It's crazy. There's no keeping up with this shit. Where is this? Okay, 2 streams tomorrow, Gavin and Games, and Jaffe in Orange, free chat, many topics. Should a small portion of the show be me responding to a single Jaffe hate video? Oh my god. And again, it's the whole like equating criticism to hatred. In their world, there's no room for criticism. Even if it's harsh criticism, you know what I mean? I understand that hearing harsh things about you and your actions is not a fun time. I've had my fair share, okay? But I don't think that everyone that has something negative to say about me hates me. I don't hate this man. I feel incredibly embarrassed on his behalf. I think that's something that he doesn't have, that sense of embarrassment. I have it for him. And look at this. His audience, because again, what he doesn't understand, and it's just delusional thinking, is that my audience and Hypnotic's audience and VARA's audience and Smash audience, like our audiences like a very certain type of content, okay? They like more like varied content. They like different topics and they like the drama, and that's fine, okay? His audience doesn't like that. So him trying to like become like someone in that genre of YouTube, it's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's never happening. And the fact that he thinks otherwise, and his audience is even the people that don't like us, is like, hey, move on. You have to move on. And okay, he's like, oh, to be clear, this is about growing the channel. I don't think those guys have any interest in a meeting of the minds. Didn't Hypnotic try to talk to you? and the moment that he said something you couldn't answer back immediately, or he, was kind of like fucking with you, you immediately hung up on him? Or am I wrong? I have tried, this is a lie, because I'm telling you right now, one of the things that Kata, Atreus, Leon, they always are willing to talk. You might like what they say, more or less, but they're always willing to have a talk. You might not like the way that they say things, but bro, you're 50, grow up. Honestly. So out of every 20 hate comments, 2 or 3 roll in support and sub. That 223, like 222.
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
20-2 is not what you want. You want 20 positive comments and maybe 2 negative. That's the ratio you want. You don't want 20 negative and 2 positive. Bruh. And become watchers, and some of those become a fan. No, that is not true. So it's like a free ad for me from some of the most popular YouTubers out there. So he literally admits that VARA, Hypnotic, and the rest are some of the most popular YouTubers in that genre. And you're what? Using them and like fueling beef to stay relevant? I wonder how you would call someone like that. Right now, my biggest challenge is to just make sure the core content of both shows stays as is. You have already lost that. You are a lol cow. 100% games on Gavin in all sorts of topics, including drama, on Jaffe's stream. What? He's a 50-year-old man. This is really embarrassing. And I want to find the tweet of him doubling down on the whole VARA situation. We're going to watch that as well. But he's been yapping up a storm, dude. This is after the whole debacle, right? You can dislike me because of what I said about VARA Dark from my 2 encounters with her content attacking me. And not at any point I think she attacked you, but hey, I sense her large audience is based on her being an attractive woman. Which is sexism. For you to look at a woman that, yes, VARA is pretty. Okay, and it is what it is. But to look at a woman and say to yourself, yeah, everything she has because she's pretty. It's sexism. It doesn't matter what way you turn it. It is what it is. And it's okay to accept that, apologize for that, and move on. Or double down. But don't try to gaslight people into thinking that that's not what you said, or that's not what you meant. I'm sorry that you feel that way, or you understood it that way kind of behavior. You know what I mean? It's just embarrassing, but that is not misogyny. You're gonna tell a woman, this is really funny. You're gonna tell a woman what's misogyny and what isn't? Really? And we're gonna see that, we're gonna watch the video, by the way, and you guys are gonna make your own conclusions about whether or not what he said was sexist or not, okay? I'm not gonna tell you. Lots of women and men, look at this. This is just completely verbal diarrhea right here. He gets called out for being misogynistic, and instead of being yeah, and what about it? Or, no, that's not true. He tries to justify himself. And what follows is the most stupid justification and explanation ever. Lots of women and men are talented and ugly, pretty and useless, and pretty and talented. If I was making a statement about women in general, it would be misogyny, and I would never say or think such a thing. Just because you didn't make a statement of all female YouTubers doesn't mean that your comment towards VARA, who is a female YouTuber, is not sexist. ¿Qué? So by that logic, if I say something racist to this one person, this one black person, it's not racism because I haven't said anything racist towards the entire like black population. You know what I mean? It's stupid. If I was making a statement about women in general, it would be misogyny, and I would never say or think such a thing. But you said and thought such a thing. You. This is just me punching back at a person who punched first by claiming her most useful asset as it relates to her channel is being a pretty woman. So you're literally dabbling down. And let me tell you, all of this is started because he decided to claim that all people that criticize Veilguard for being a shitty game, which guess what? It turned out to be a shitty game. All the people that criticized it were grifters, and we ruined Dragon Age the Veilguard. We ruined the game. We killed it. We did that. Not the people that made it and made it poorly. No, I did that. And Endymion did that. Okay, sure. Stupid man. Stupid man. That's not grifting, he says. It's exploiting. And yes, I am 100% exploiting their hate and turning it into money. Come with me? Come with me? Computer in hands. Computer in hands. Are you seeing that? Vera Dark, first of all, he spells her name wrong because, you know, he doesn't want 100%. He doesn't want the like search, like when people type Vara Dark, he doesn't want it to like go back to him. And now we're gonna listen with our ears. We're gonna listen, okay? And this is really funny to me, okay? Because he's saying, oh, I'm exploiting their hate. We don't hate you. We feel sorry for you. We feel like secondhand embarrassment, or people think that you're just very, very like pathetic and hilarious. No one hates you. No one hates you. I don't hate you. I don't know you. But it's really funny that this type of people, and I bring Eddie into the equation as we always do because I'm obsessed with Eddie apparently. They claim that we are grifters and we latch onto hate and negativity and this and that to grow our channels. And they don't really like admit that if there wasn't such shitty quality of products and just like so many shitty news to report, we wouldn't be doing this content to begin with. And then they're the first ones to, you know, the moment they realize that talking about us, like feeding like the drama between us, they pull views, that they try to latch onto that. Except they don't have the talent to do so. They don't have the like charm to do so. Because guess what? It's not about being a grifter or being a rage baiter. It's about being passionate about what you talk about, which is what these people akin to being a grifter. It's like, oh, you don't like this and you're being extremely vocal about this, you're a grifter. Okay, try to be a grifter. They try, they fail miserably every time.
Conte making jokes about the Trump attempted assassination wasn't funny, and how David here said that he thought it was kind of suspicious and it might have been staged, and that wasn't cool. But he whipped out a book about the WWE and Vince McMahon and said, oh, there's a lot of information about Trump in here and how he's good at understanding an audience and entertaining a crowd. But that's literally anyone in life, let's be honest. Every single political candidate is just trying to convince you to vote for them. Trump is just extremely good at it. But at the end of the day, every single politician is like this. But instead, he decides to single out Trump, which is just absurd.
There's a book. I had the author on my show. It's called Ringmaster. It's a great book. There is an entire chapter.
By the way, first of all, completely biased opinion if you have the author of a book on your show, by the way.
The relationship between sex creep offender, some of the shit he's alleged to have done, Vince McMahon and Donald Trump. Him and Vince McMahon have a close relationship. They talk.
Again, completely doesn't answer the takes that VARA is, or the question she has. She said, why would you say that you think the assassination attempt is a fake? It was orchestrated. Can you explain that to me? Can you say why? And he latches onto the book, because in his head it's like, book? If you read book, you are smart. If you are friends with author of book, you are very, very smart. And women don't read book. She hasn't read this book, so she's very dumb woman. That's his monkey brain on full overdrive. So this is like him being like, dumb woman. She doesn't read books, I guess. Yeah. How unfortunate that I have to scold this woman about books. And, the words that are in them that may or may not be true, because, it's an author's biased opinion. And I had the author in my show, so that is extra biased opinion. So,
a lot, and he breaks it down into how Vince McMahon's tactics of building up an audience and staging things and doing kayfabe, which again, look into it, is being, according to the author, replicated as Trump was the president, ran for president again. It's just read a little bit. You've got to
read a little bit. That's not what she asked. You bald-headed, you envy demon, you absolute bitch. Bro, read a little. Oh my god, you're not a well-read woman. You don't know that, by the way. So shut the fuck up. Just because she doesn't have 1,000 books in the background like I do doesn't mean that she doesn't read. You don't know that. You don't know what she does. You don't know her, first of all. And that's not what she asked. You idiot.
do the research, lady. I didn't just pull out some.
You explain yourself. You answer the question, you dumb idiot. Stop buying time and trying to make yourself more intelligent than you actually are, which is not a lot, obviously, because you're still at it, even though even those who hate you, are begging you to stop embarrassing yourself.
Rando book on the WWE. I pulled out a book about the fucking thing I was speaking about. And do I think Trump's assassination was staged? I don't know. But I'll make a deal with you. If you think that's beyond the pale and hard to believe, I don't know. Then you guys talking about, hell, going back to Barack Obama not being a citizen. Or you guys talking about kids going to school and coming home a different sex.
You guys, by the way. Okay? It's the you guys collective high mind think this. VARA said, you, David Jaffe, you said that you think, or you are hinting at the fact that you think the assassination attempt was orchestrated. And he's like, well, and she probably, I haven't watched her video, but it's probably pulling from a clip or, of what he said, or a tweet that he mentioned this. And he's just like, okay, you guys think that Barack Obama came from the moon, and you think that in kindergarten, they have rotating doors, and when the toddler goes in one door and comes back in, they're another gender. Does she think that? Where can you find the proof that she has said that? Or I have said that? Or Hypnotic has said that? Or Endymion has said that? Or, Asmongold has said that? Where?
And he comes home a few days later with an operation.
Trump said that. That's very important, right? Trump said that. VARA didn't say that. VARA hasn't even said who she votes for.
Do you really want to go toe-to-toe with which political party, Vera, offers up a trough of horse shit? Who's got the most horse shit?
Listen here, you senile fuck. She asked you that... all she said was, he thinks that the assassination attempt was orchestrated. That's all she said. She's been very much like me, no? 2 minutes and 22 seconds in, and she has said like 2 sentences, and he's completely yapping about shit that doesn't go there.
I mean, you're not educated enough. You're not bright enough, Vera, to talk to me or to talk about what I talk about. You're just not.
He also said, oh, he's older than me, so
Do you guys want a repeat of that? Let me remind you, he doubled down and tripled down and quadrupled down on the fact that he said, oh, what I said to VARA was not sexist or misogynistic whatsoever. You guys are wrong. Let's keep listening to this.
he knows more about politics than I do, and that I should, quote, go fuck myself. So I'm one of the grifters he's calling out, even though his definition of a grifter is somebody sitting online, making videos, talking about a game, when he's literally doing the same exact thing. Now,
Is that my definition of a grifter?
Literally, it is. It is your definition of grifter. Because guess what, buddy? No, that's me. Hi. Guess what? Guess what you double down next? And you said you were making money off of them and calling them grifters on X. Who are all of these? Who is this? Who is in the center? Are those not the people that you think are grifters? Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the
Where
fuck
are you
up.
getting that, Vera Dark, from? Again, Vera, I'm going to give you a little bit of an education here. Jaffe's definition of a grifter is
Jaffe's.
literally sitting online talking about games. You don't believe me? Not a problem. Vera Dark here for you with all the facts. Here's where he defined grifter 2 years ago.
What's that you say? Grifter? Grifter, huh? Well, I suppose that's when you play them video games like the Atari, and you have somebody taking a picture of you and you say, I'm going to say this about the video. I think that's a grifter.
Didn't think we'd find this, did you, Jaffe? But I'm good at my job. I've never defined grifter as that. A grifter is somebody who makes money off.
And this is where he's doubling down, by the way. Not about the Trump assassination thing, which he absolutely just avoided talking about that by telling her, read a fucking book, you dumb woman. Now he's like, that's not what I didn't say that. I didn't say. You literally did say that, because you said grifters have ruined Dragon Age. And who are the grifters you're f***ing? Obviously, because you guys live in a echo chamber, and I've said that multiple times before, and I've even tweeted about it. Grifter, and Asmongold put it like really nicely. Not that I care about Asmongold, but sometimes he has like good takes, the same way that I do. He said a grifter is just a term that people use nowadays because racist and bigot doesn't work. I've been saying that. A lot of people in, our side of the internet have been saying that as well. It's just something that doesn't really matter. Like, we don't care if they call us like grifters or rage baiters or whatever. It doesn't really change anything. But they get really mad when we call them shields, which is really funny. And the problem with them is, again, and I've said it, it's you guys use the word because someone else uses it, right? But you don't really know the definition of the word. So then you're caught using it incorrectly, or to someone that, it's gonna call you out on it, and you're like, I never said that. You're wrong. Shut up.
People by lying to them.
Own up to it, bro.
That's what they do. A grifter is not someone who sits in front of a camera and talks about video games, Vera Dark. You just don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vera, because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine.
Face, hair, and what? What was that, David? Why is she there?
You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vera, because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no problem with that. I don't deny anyone making money and building an audience off, the things that they've got. But let's be clear. So far, my encounters with you online,
Let's see how many times does VARA, not Vera, VARA, you stupid fucking idiot. VARA Dark flashes her tits while she talks about video games. Okay, let's see how many times that happens. If you guys wanna, oh, look at this.
David Jaffe has been getting absolutely wrecked by gamers over the past couple of days, and now he's finally admitted that he's only causing drama with content creators in order to try to grow his channel, but he's epically failing to do so because he's actually losing subscribers.
He picked the wrong bitch. He picked the wrong bitch. It is crazy. He picked the wrong bitch, okay?
I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it was clear as day from the beginning
Are we seeing this? And Vara is very, very elegant. She's always been. She's always, of course she takes care of, her hair and herself, because guess what? It's her body. Leave her the fuck alone. But she's always been very professional in her videos, in the format that she makes the videos. She doesn't use her looks for nothing. It's her channel. She's the face of the channel, the same way that I'm the face of my channel. And Hypnotic's Avatar is the face of his channel, okay? And if you see me, oh, she's that bitch. You see Vara and you're like, oh, that's the girl with the orange hair that talks about this and that, okay? But at no point does Vara use her looks to do anything, okay? And she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to.